Slam Shady tied on there. You guys know I love that Slam Shady. That's actually like, whoa, first cast. What do we got? Here's a little lure switch. We got the little net shrimp on. I hadn't felt a single nibble in about 5 casts. But hey. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, come here, come here, come here. What's up, guys? Your boy Jfishy here, and as you guys can see, we got the waders on today. And as you guys can also kind of see, I don't know if you can really tell, but if you guys look in the background here, that tide is super low. So you know, I'm kind of looking at it. I didn't even think that was the bottom. I thought it was like, you know, some stuff on top like weeds. But if you guys can see the birds right here in the corner, you can barely see them. That's just really shallow water, guys. So I'm almost, you know, I'm kind of thinking, I would just imagine that if the fish can't go that way, they're literally stuck traveling through this canal here. So I'm gonna I just got some artificials. I got a lot of time today, so I do have my cast net, I have my live bait set up. We're gonna have a long adventure, but for now, let's see, for now I got these my little lightweight setup, little Penn Wrath with the Slam Shady tied on there. You guys know I love that Slam Shady. And you know, I have been using the salty Ned shrimp and the voodoo shrimp, a lot of shrimp lures, but I always just love the Slam Shady. And not to mention, today is kind of windy. It's actually really windy, but right now you can't feel it because we're shielded by these mangroves. But it's super windy, so I'm using the jig head because it's a little heavier than the other lures. So yeah, but hey, enough talking, guys. Let's get to fishing. Well, of course we had to come hit these little canals because with this bad wind, you know, these are some of the best places to kind of hide from it. Wow, this drop is so crazy. With this super low tide, it's so easy to see it, but you know, normally, like, look at that. Is that really? Is that how shallow that is? Like, no way. Guys, look at that out there. That looks crazy. If that's actually, like, oh, first cast. What do we got here? Guys, what is this? Oh, it's a, wow, it is a trout. Holy crap. Guys, that was instant. Look at this little guy. Swallowed that Slam Shady. Took it completely out. Jesus. Come on. There you go. Here we go, guys. First cast of the day. I don't know if I like that. I don't know if you guys are like me, but I don't know if you guys are like me where I don't really like to catch a fish on the first cast because I tend to have bad luck after that. Okay. Well, that did not take long at all. Okay, so let's see if we can oh, there's glass minnows everywhere right here. Yep, that's probably what they're after. There's glass minnows loaded up right there, guys. Let's throw it right out. I just watched this happen. I knew it. I knew it was gonna be tiny ones. Look at this, guys. I literally just watched that. That's so sick. I wish I had like a. Oh, come on, buddy. I'm trying to get you back in. Come on, come on. Man, I wish I had a polarized lens on my GoPro because you guys could have seen that. I watched that trout come up, strike it, and try to take off. He probably thought it was the glass minnows, you know, the Slam Shady colorway. It really the Slam Shady colorway really looks, you know, like a bigger glass minnow in the water, I'm sure. So water on you, dude. That was so sick to see. All right, well, I'll be honest with you guys, I started the day off better than I expected. I thought we were going to be struggling to find these fish, but with those, I got smacked right there. They were right here in front of me. But yeah, that was so sick watching that trout come up and eat it like that. Let me see if I can get it more, because they might be like more into this cup. Maybe there's some bigger ones over there or something. Whatever this is, feels nice. Could be just another trout. There's a little nicer. At least. Oh yeah, that's a nice one. Yeah, probably the biggest of the day. Solid 12-inch. There it is. Get out of here, buddy. Thanks for the bite. Show me where you guys are going. Give me a little swim off. Man, guys, trout are so hard to see in the water. And that there makes it 3 fish in about, I don't know, 6 casts or so. If I could cast like directly here, I bet I would hit one every time. But yeah, I guarantee they're stuck in here. That's what it is. They can't go anywhere. And, you know, they're likely to be hungry. All right, guys. Well, as you guys can see, the action was almost instant here. So I kind of wasn't able to start you guys off briefing y'all with today's adventure. But today's adventure is going to be one that I have kind of been wanting to do. And right now, it seemed like the perfect time, mainly because we have a lot of cold fronts coming. So I didn't really plan fully to do this originally, but now I'm going to. And what I want to do is I want to kind of experiment with fishing before the cold front and then fishing after and see how it goes. Because as you guys can see here, this bite is really hot. I mean, I was getting at least smacked every cast, if not catching a trout. So I kind of want to see how that goes. And we've had a lot of cold fronts coming through right now in the Tampa Bay area. As you guys know, it's been pretty cold. So it seemed like the perfect time to try it. He either came back for it, or like I said, they're just so thick in there that, you know, one missed it, the other one came and took it. But all right, with that, guys, I know that they're loaded up in here. So awesome first spot, luck. Hopefully it's not a bad thing, you know. So yeah, let's keep it moving, keep it pushing. I'm gonna keep the Slam Shady on for now, but again, I have so many lures that I could just throw something else on if I really wanted to. So we'll see if we decide to do that, but for now this one's working. So let's see if we can find, I don't know, maybe another school of them somewhere else a little bigger. Would be definitely fun. If not, hopefully another species. But yeah, let's keep going. Oh man, another one of my good spots, but that wind might be kind of affecting me here. Dang it, I thought I was going to be protected. Let's try it at least a couple times. Sorry about the wind noise, guys. Alright, they're striking it. Oh, dang it, I had one. Oh, come on. What am I doing? Yeah, these... It's just, it has to be these tides. It just has to be, because it's like everywhere I go. Well, this is only the second spot, but it was instant. I could have had one right there. It's funny though, you know what? There it is. I was going to say, it might be small because they're kind of committing weird. Yeah, see, look. They're small. Yeah. About the same size as I found on the other spot. Just tiny ones. That's probably why they were missing it so much. Alright, buddy. Thanks for the bite. Man, these canals are literally just loaded up with these trout. Unfortunately, we found schools of small ones. And again, I enjoy catching anything, guys. I really do, believe me. But, you know, I kind of had enough time today where I wanted to make something else happen. I didn't really want to stay here and catch, you know, 100 of these small guys, even though I would have loved it as well, honestly. But, you know, I just wanted to keep going and trying different things. So, you know, I caught enough of them to say, okay, you know what? It's time. Let's see if we can get something else on the day. All right, you guys, well, hey, that's 2 spots already where we found these smaller trout. And again, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I don't like to catch these smaller trout. Hey, I have fun catching anything, guys. You guys know that if you watch my episodes. But you know, I would like to find something, even a bigger school of them, or a school of bigger ones is what I mean. Hey, maybe some 15s, 16s, you know, they'd be fun to fight. So let's see if we can keep going around finding them. Like I said, I already know that the small ones are in here. It's a good tide for them, I think. Like I said at the beginning, I think it has to do with the low tides, and they're kind of stuck here. So, but yeah, there is a lot of wind at this spot, so let's try to find another one now and see if we can find some bigger ones, guys. And as I was actually walking around this beach, I noticed that the tide was so low that it uncovered a bunch of these rocks. So the first thing that hit my mind was there's probably a good amount of mud crabs. Unfortunately, though, as I was starting to try to find some, I started realizing that some of these rocks had already been flipped over. And sure enough, I found a culprit a little bit down the road here, and he had already pretty much literally dried this area out for mud crabs. So I picked up his scraps, you know, a bunch of small ones that I could find, pretty much anything that I could use as bait. And we headed over to a spot where I thought I could make it work. We spent about, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes or so getting some of these mud crabs, and honestly, we didn't get any big ones. So I just grabbed the couple small ones that I could find here, and let's see. I mean, I don't know if we're even gonna get that lucky or not, but let's try it. I mean, what's the worst that could happen, right? You just don't get a bite. At this point, it seems like nothing else is eating the artificial either, so I am letting the tide get higher, and I'll probably end up going back to the canal where I hit the first few trout and seeing if maybe, just maybe, there is a bigger school, or a school of bigger ones. But I was over there with the low tide by the rocks, and there were so many rocks exposed. I was kind of like, you know what? Let me give it a try. You never know. Could hit a good sheep's head for once. Wait a second. Okay, I was about to say, did they take my crap already? But nope, not yet. I just got a couple of split shots. I actually have a pretty heavy split shot on there. There we go. I guess about, I have one that's pretty heavy. I think it's the heaviest split shot they make. I'm not sure though. I actually found it on the ground at another trip. Oh. What was that? Holy crap, guys. That was a good bite. Yeah, that was not a small... Oh my god, I'm so mad. I really missed that bite. Dude, my rod moved. Okay. This is good and bad. The reason why I would say it's bad is because I don't have too many of these guys, but man, that was a nice bite. Holy crap. That was a really nice bite. Right there again. I'm not gonna give him time this time. No way. Holy crap. Oh yeah, they're chewing. Oh. Oh guys, there's a nice school of mullet coming by. Okay. Okay, we're starting to see some movement in the waters. I like that. I like that. Dang, now I'm wondering if I should have spent my if I should have spent my time looking for more of these guys. Thing was, the last time I did this, I don't know if you guys remember, man, it's funny, I spent so much time getting crabs just to not find anything really to eat them. It was the worst thing. I mean, so I didn't want to do that today, and now it seems like it might have been a mistake here, but hey, that's how fishing goes sometimes, I swear. It's like you think you don't need that much bait because last time you don't, and so you don't get that much bait, and then what do you know, they're freaking chewing. This guy left his this will be perfect bait for these guys. Now, if you guys have ever targeted sheep's head, I'm pretty sure you know exactly the feeling that I was feeling right here. It's like I was just getting robbed by them. I mean, I couldn't feel the bite at times, and I started to think maybe it was because I was dealing with a bunch of small ones, and unfortunately though, they literally drained me of crabs. I mean, I lost every single one of them throwing it at this mangrove, so this was kind of a side mission anyways, and I wasn't really too focused on it, so I decided to grab my paddle tail and head right back to the mangroves. Well, let's see. Okay, water definitely came up. Definitely. Wind died down a little too. Sweet. See a kayak. Got him. Oh yeah, they're still here. Still small though. Hey, let it go, buddy. No, don't take my tail. Get out of here, man. Thanks for the bite. Water's cold now. Wasn't that cold earlier? Another one. Instantly. Both small. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Alright, well, they're definitely still here. But they are also definitely still small. That is the unfortunate part. I hope this kayaker didn't spook them. But there's a chance that she did. For sure there's a chance. Oh god, he ate it on the drop. Okay. He's a little nicer. He hasn't came up yet. What's he doing here? I don't see him. Oh, it's a nice one. Stay down, stay down, stay down. Oh yeah. Look at that, guys. We got a stud. Come on. Oh yeah, that's a keeper. First keeper of the day, but you know what? Look at that, guys. Probably right on 15. Let me get him back. Guys, it's funny because the trout here, get out of here, buddy. When they don't come up like that, they're the big ones, you know. A lot of the time when you're catching trout, they start doing the head shakes on the top. And I always get that with the small ones, but when it's a big one, oh, guys, let's go. First keeper. All right. Well, hey, I'll tell you what. Third trout being a keeper, I gotta say, it's not bad. And actually, guys, that keeper was a tease because I spent another about 10 to 15 minutes trying to catch another fish here of that quality, and I just kept running into the small ones that I was catching earlier. So, you know, at this point, I was kind of debating if I should go to another spot or try a different lure. And guys, I went with the second option. I put another lure on to see if maybe, just maybe, it produced a better bite. Right, so we did a little lure switch. We got the little Ned shrimp on. Let's see here. A little bit nicer. Not really, actually. Probably got another 12-incher, but look at that, guys. He wanted that salty Ned. He got it too. Because I just seen some raccoons around here. You guys know the raccoons love these fish. They start hearing them splashing around like that. It's like a cat call to them. All right. Oh, we got one on the Ned shrimp now. Oh, what did I say? Look at that guy. You see him right there in the barnacles? Get out of here, man. I knew it. Guys, this is crazy. Look how sneaky they are. There's two of them in there. They're just waiting for me to slip up. I swear it's like they know me from the last time. That's crazy. I went down to wash my hands and I looked up and sure enough, look at him. Get out of here, man. Oh, I just got dumped hard. Yep, got it. I'm trying not to make noise because of these guys. You notice I didn't let this trout make any noise on the water. Hold on, buddy. You're gonna be raccoon food. Get out of here. Guys, these raccoons are just staring at me. Like literally, they're just like, hey, you gonna give me that? Ow. Oh man, we meet again, Mr. Raccoons. And this time, I wasn't gonna let them steal my fish. And it's because of another reason. It's not really that I'm, I guess you could say afraid of them. It's more or less the fact that I know for a fact if I happen to slip up and lose my fish on the ground or it falls out of my hand, it's over for that fish. And not only that, but I believe it's what gets these raccoons accustomed to it. So I really didn't, the fact that I was messing with these smaller trout, it didn't really hurt me to leave the spot and go try somewhere else, which I was already planning on doing anyways. However, by now you guys are probably saying the same thing as me. This canal has to be loaded with them, so no matter what I threw, I was going to get them. So what I decided to do to prove that this before cold front action was hot was go to spots that I really never fished before and try it there. And guys, let's just say I was kind of surprised. All right, guys. Well, I say this a lot, but sometimes the spots that are hard to fish hold good fish. And this spot here is very uncomfortable. So I'm gonna try it out. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but we'll see. Oh, is that a bite? Could not tell if that was a bite or not. This would probably be a good spot for some tree crabs, actually. I should look around. Oh, I think we had a bite. Oh, what did I say? Oh, this is a nice trout. Oh, guys, that was out of nowhere. Holy crap. I'm glad I had the camera on still. There we go. Thanks for the bite. Let's go. I was just saying I've never caught a fish here. I was just thinking that. It was funny because I say like this spot looks so good, but I've never been able to hook something. I've seen them. Last time I was here, I seen a good amount of snook. Let's go. I really thought that was a nicer one the way he struck, but hey, whatever, I'll take it. Believe me, guys. All right. Hey, let's see if he's got some friends with him. That was definitely a healthy, like, I don't know, maybe 12 and a half, 13 incher. I was kind of about to give up on this spot too. I hadn't felt a single nibble and been about 5 casts. But hey. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, come here, come here, come here. Come here, come here. Oh yeah. Look at that, guys. Woo. This has to be. Actually, you know what? This looks like those. See, they're aggressive on this side. I wonder if the water's a little warmer. This has to be. He's probably right on 14. He's probably right on 14. Hey, we were looking for the better school. I think we found it. That's the second decent trout to come up in a row too. Maybe we just caught a good little school of them. Let's see. And like I said right there, guys, this was literally a spot that I've tried a few times and never had any luck. So the fact that I came here and threw a lure and caught 2 trout just had me thinking it's not just the canals, it's everywhere around these mangroves. But just to prove that, I went to another spot that I have never fished and seen if they were hanging out in that area. Now this is a spot that I've never even fished. Look at this. The tide is so low you can get down here. I might give this a chance. Gotta jump down, I think. Yeah. Whew. I'm so glad I didn't jump and go straight into the ground. Yeah, no, I've never fished this area. I mean, does it look good? Not really. Because if you think about it, there's no structure. There's nothing, you know. So I can't say just looking at it, I can't say it looks too good. But you never know. Oh. Hey, I was wrong. Wow. First cast here. Well, then again, I've been finding these guys everywhere, so Am I surprised? Not really. Hold on, buddy. Wow, guys, this whole area is just so loaded with trout right now. It's almost crazy. And you guys seen the Slam Shady was doing it. Now this Ned shrimp. I'm gonna put the voodoo on here shortly and just try it with that too, because why not, right? Wow. It's funny, I literally was just talking about how, you know, I didn't think it was gonna be the best spot, and what do you know, it paid off. And at this point, guys, I'll be honest, these places were just loaded with these fish. I mean, there's just no way around it. That's just what it is. So this is, you know, again, before a cold front, so it's kind of making it seem like this is a better bite. But hey, we will be back after the cold front later on in the video to test that theory out fully, so stay tuned for that. And since we were on a roll, we decided to check out one more spot that I could never catch anything at and see if we could find them. Well, honestly, at this point, what I'm starting to choose is kind of the worst spots, just because I'm like, you know, the worst spots probably won't hold the trout at least, and I'll be able to see if I can catch something different. I'm gonna cast this thing out, just work it around, see if we can get something to bite here. I'll be honest, if I catch a trout here, what the heck? Dang it, I had a bite there. Oh crap. Guys, if I would have caught that, that would have been the third spot today where I hit something on the first cast. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like, they're just everywhere. Granted, today I have put a lot of time in. It's probably been close to 4 hours now. Oh yeah. What do we got here? No way, is that a trout? There's no way. Guys, what did I say, man? They're freaking loaded up everywhere here. I mean, at this point, it's infested with them, literally. Get out of here, buddy. That's so crazy. This is literally the spot where I'm telling you guys, I never catch fish. Like, I've come here multiple times, can't hook up on anything at this pier. And what do you know? We get a trout. So you know what? We're gonna do a lure change. All right, guys. Well, the last and final lure is gonna be the voodoo. And at this point, I'm just showing you guys all my secrets. No, guys, it's just loaded up with fish today. I mean, it's kind of crazy, honestly. It is kind of crazy. There it is. I knew it. I just wasn't casting it in the right place. But guys, they love the voodoo too. Look at that. Oh man, we literally caught these guys on voodoos, paddle tails, Ned shrimps. Man, at this point, I swear there's not much they wouldn't have ate today. Get out of here, buddy. Thanks for the bite. Well, mission accomplished. I got something on all three of my favorite lures. But, you know, guys, I ain't gonna lie. Today, it was just one of those days. Oh, it was definitely one of those days. A day like today would have sucked to have live bait. And I'm going to tell you why. It's because you would have lost your bait within an hour. I was out here for 4 hours, guys, and I fished with 3 different lures, catching them on every lure. So even here, we went to another spot with a really rough current where I've had luck before, and I threw the voodoo, and sure enough, guys, I found them here as well. So they were literally everywhere. And this is one of the reasons why I say in these cold weather days, like, it's pretty good to use artificial lures, because I think the thing is, you know, the fish know it's about to get cold, so they're gonna eat, and they're gonna eat anything. So it doesn't matter if the bait is live or if it's an artificial one, they're gonna chew it. And sure enough, that's exactly what happened on this day. So like I said though, we're gonna pretty much get out of here now and come back after the cold front and pretty much test out that theory fully. So stay tuned, guys, because I don't know. I really don't know if it can get much better than today. There's not much more to say. Man, you know, I'm trying to do the experiment where I'm doing the fishing before and after the cold front. And guys, today was before, and let me tell you, I gotta say, I don't know how this could be beaten, honestly. I mean, yes, don't get me wrong, you know, the quality of the fish wasn't fully there, you know, we weren't catching huge trout like we have before, but man, I don't know if I could complain at all, you know. I caught probably close to, I don't know, I mean, in real numbers, maybe 30, 35, 40 fish, something like that, in that ballpark. I mean, I could have caught 100 if I would have just kept staying at the spots where I was hooking up, but I was trying to find something different, you know, and just really just trying to try a bunch of different spots and hope that, you know, maybe they would produce something a little different. You guys even seen with the sheep's head, I was trying to, you know, switch things up, not keep it the same. I didn't really want to, you know, even though, like I said, I could have stayed there and caught hundreds of trout, I was trying to just try everything is what I was trying to do. And let's wait for this cold front to go through. It's gonna be a couple days, so, you know, next time I see you guys will be in a few days, and we'll see if we can see what happens, guys, see if we find a fish or not. So yeah, I'll see you guys then. We came out here, it's actually a morning, but as you guys can see by above me, it's not sunny at all or anything. So we just came out here basically to see if we could catch anything. It's a super cold day, as you guys can tell. I got a sweater on. It's actually, I think it's 8:30, 9 a.m. right now, and it's still in the high 30s. I mean, come on, we don't get weather like that too often, so for us it's cold. I know up north this is probably nothing, but for Floridians this is really cold. So I got a bunch of artificials. We're going to be throwing some artificials for like a wintertime bite, see if we can hook up on something, guys. We've been having some decent luck out here, and again, I just decided to try to come out here while it's cold. It's windy, it's probably the worst conditions, but hey, you guys know me, I come out anyways and give it a shot, because you just never know. Literally, you just don't know. So yeah, let me grab my stuff, and we're gonna be start casting in some of these mangroves, maybe a little bit of piers, a couple of docks, just, you know, wherever we can, if the beaches, wherever the weather permits us, because again, it is pretty windy, so I don't want to, you know, fish against the wind, but I'm gonna try. So we'll see what we can catch, guys. But yeah, enough talking, let's get out there. All right, you guys, well, it's funny, man, I was really trying to stay away from these canals and just kind of fish new spots, but man, it's kind of crazy. The wind is just so bad that this is the only area where I'm really shielded from the wind. So hey, we're gonna fish it here for a bit, see if anything's moving around here. Like I said, being that the water is so cold, who knows, there might not be much. All right, guys, well, like I said in the intro, it was a very chilly morning today. I mean, I woke up and I think it was like 35 degrees, and I was low-key waiting for the sun to come up, and as you guys are gonna see in the background there, unfortunately it did not. So I decided to finally head out. It was probably around 9 a.m. and I was just waiting for it to warm up a little, and that's what it did. And we got out there and we were casting the artificials in just about every single spot that we had a few days prior when it was before the cold front. And I'm telling you now, guys, I could not buy a bite. I mean, I seen no bait fish, I seen no mullet, I seen nothing. Until a little later, when things started warming up, I started seeing a few little fish here and there. I think I seen a school of mullet, but I could not get anything to bite my lures. I mean, not a single bite, not a smack, nothing. And some of these spots were, I'm talking, loaded with fish a few days prior. So I will say, off first glance, it was seeming like definitely fishing before the cold front was the way to go. And at this point, you know, I was already invested, so I decided to stick it out. And as you guys can see here, the sun started to come up, so I was thinking, okay, it's gonna warm up. The tides were supposed to change on this day. The tides were gonna be real quick, so they were actually like an hour away from each other. High tide, then an hour later, low tide. So even though it was freezing, for science purposes, we waited it out. All right, you guys, well, just a little midpoint of the adventure right now. I'm in the car. The sun's up now, so it's not as cold, which is awesome, because it was freezing out here when I first got here. But yeah, I just looked it up. The tide actually just changed, so I think, unfortunately, against my better judgment, I'm gonna change lures, mainly because I need something heavier for these winds, because the wind, it's actually picking up rather than staying or going down. It's picking up, so I think I'm gonna be throwing the Slam Shady, guys. You guys know I love the Slam Shady anyways. I just would have really loved to catch another species on that Ned shrimp, but hey, we got better days for that when the wind isn't as rough. So I'll throw that Slam Shady on there. Probably hit a couple of these canals, because now that the tide has changed, I have a feeling it's gonna make the fish move. So let's see. I'm not too sure. Like I said, from this tide to the next tide, it's only an hour, so if I know, you know, if I've heard anything about fishing, it's when the tides move, the fish move. And you know, sometimes they come hungry, so let's see. But yeah, let me throw that other lure on, find one of these canals where we're shielded from this worst wind, and hopefully we can get on some fish. All right, I really like how this area is kind of like a cove, so we're gonna try this area out. There you go, guys. I had to do it. Had to put the Slam Shady on. And again, I'm not saying that the salty Ned doesn't work or anything. It's just a little too light for today. So now let's get some Dr. Juice on this stuff. When it gets cold, this Dr. Juice gets real thick because it's like oil based. There it is. You don't need much of this stuff. I've heard I even put a little too much. Put some in the tail. All right. This stuff smells, guys, but let me tell you, it works. Or at least I say it works. You know, I get a lot of times I catch people out fishing, and they tell me that one thing they've not tried is the Dr. Juice, and they kind of wonder if it's worth it. I just tell them the same thing. I'm like, dude, could have been luck, but it's like every time I throw it on, I just seem to get bites. So we did have some on the Z-Man. I didn't record me putting it on there on the little Ned shrimp, so definitely wasn't that I was giving that a disadvantage at all. But yeah, let's see. I mean, like I said, tide changed. You guys can kind of tell here, I was probably able to walk out about another, I don't know, 3, maybe 4 feet. Nah, probably 3 feet. So the tide came in 3 feet since I've been here. Oh man, guys, well, not only was I freezing, but not even the Dr. Juice, nor the tide change, nor the little bit of warmer weather that came could help me at all to get a bite. So as a result, all in all, for experiment purposes, I have to say 100% before a cold front is way better than after it. And yeah, I mean, like I said, guys, I literally struggled for another about 2 hours before I finally was like, okay, there's probably not any fish here. But I mean, I was standing in strong winds, strong cold winds on these piers, just literally trying to force a bite, and it just was not coming, guys. Oh man, so hey, take this as note. Do not fish after a cold front. Fish before it. All right, guys. Well, man, as you guys can see, it's no longer sunny. Well, it kind of is a little behind me, but it's not that sunny anymore. It's starting to get cold again. We've been here for about probably close to 4 hours throwing artificials. I even tried throwing the voodoo at one point that I probably didn't even record because just couldn't get a bite, man. And hey, it's been a long time since I've been skunked. And but hey, at the same time, I know, you know, it happens. So today just seems like there's no fish around. Like I said, it is very cold weather. I mean, even right now, it's probably only like, it might have reached 50 degrees when the sun was out, maybe. So it's a cold one, man. And yeah, we just came out and tested it out, see if you know, that winter bite maybe got something stirred up. I like to keep it real with you guys, and today just was one of those days where I just could not buy a bite. So unfortunately, this is kind of how we're gonna end it. We did see some cool stuff, a lot of mullet. You know, fishing's fishing, guys. That's just how it goes sometimes. Yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, we did a lot of fishing. That we did do. So, you know, but yeah, guys, with that, I just want to say I hope you guys have a blessed week. I hope you guys have the best luck out there fishing. Remember, guys, always stay positive, keeping good vibes up. I upload every week on my channel, so I hope to see you guys back here next time. But until then, guys, peace.